Here, Oliver comes running. He's 8 years old and has just finished Class 2 at school. And now he's particularly happy because the summer holidays have started, so that he can be free and play with all his mates. Oliver's best mate, Saga, has been given a big trampoline as a present from her grandmother and grandfather. All the children that live in Oliver's and Saga's street are there to try out the trampoline.
Oliver, are you okay? Did it hurt?
Ow! My arm really hurts.
Try to stand up. Oliver, can you stand up?
No, I can't. It hurts too much.
Saga is scared when Oliver doesn't want to stand up. She asks one of the others to run and fetch Oliver's mum.
What happened? How are you, son?
I fell, and now my arm hurts a lot.
But haven't I told you that you can only jump one at a time on that trampoline, not all of you together? It's really dangerous. Sorry if I sound angry, but you're making me worried, you see.
As Oliver seems to be in real pain, his mother dials 112 for an ambulance. That's what you should always do if somebody has hurt themselves very badly.
Hello there. Are you okay? Had a fall, have you?
Yes.
Does it hurt anywhere?
Yes. My arm really hurts.
I think we'll need to take you to the hospital so they can find out how your arm is. Your mum can come as well. Have you ever gone by ambulance before?
No, I haven't.
The ambulance took Oliver and his mum to the Accident and Emergency Department at the hospital. The Accident and Emergency Department is a place where you can go without booking time in advance if you suddenly fall seriously ill or if you hurt yourself very much, like Oliver did. You can go there at any time, even in the middle of the night.
Hello. I've got a young lad here who's hurt his arm. Suspected fracture. His name is Oliver, and he isn't feeling too bad.
Hello, Oliver. We'll take care of you. You and your mum will have to wait for a while, and then Rodrigo will soon come and have a look at you.
Well, goodbye then, Oliver. Take care. Everything will sort itself out. Don't worry.
Hello, my friend. My name's Rodrigo, and I'm a nurse at this hospital. I'd like you to come with me to a room close by, and soon the doctor will come as well. How's your arm now, then?
Not too good. It hurts here.
Take this tablet first, with just a sip of water. In a while, when it starts to take effect, your arm won't hurt so much. And here's the doctor, too. That's good.
Hello. My name's Kerstin, but everybody calls me Kerry. You may as well if you like. And I know you're called Oliver. I'm a doctor, and I'm going to have a look at your arm and see what might be wrong with it. Can I touch this place a little? Hold out both your arms if you can, please, so that I can have a look. Can you feel anything when I touch you like this?
Yes, I can.
Can you move your fingers? Well done. Does your arm hurt very much now?
Well, it does a bit.
I think we better send you to the X-ray department, actually. Do you know what an X-ray is?
Yes, that's what you get when you take a photograph inside a body, like.
Yes, exactly. A special kind of camera is used, which can take pictures of what your body looks like inside. Your mum and you have to go to the X-ray department for a while, and when you come back here, I'll see you again.
I'll show you where the X-ray department is. Do you want to go on your bed, Oliver, or do you think you can walk?
I can walk all right.
Oliver and his mum are back in the accident and emergency department. Kerry has looked at the x-rays and tells them that Oliver's arm is broken. So Oliver has to stay at the hospital and have his arm operated on. Oliver is a little frightened when Kerry says he will be operated on, but then she tells him that it isn't dangerous at all. There will be no problem with the operation, and Oliver's mum can stay with Oliver at the hospital all the time.
Sometimes when an arm is broken, the bone ends inside the arm end up in the wrong position, and then the skeleton can't heal so well. That's why we'll operate on your arm, so that I can put the broken bone ends in the right position. Then your arm will heal nicely, and you'll be as good as new. And you'll sleep very well all the time without noticing anything. And when you wake up, it'll be all over, and your mum will sit waiting for you.
Here is a wristband with your name on it. Patients always have to wear wristbands when they are going to stay in hospital. Oliver Gray, date of birth 19th July 98. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, that's quite right.
And now I'll put some magic cream on your hand and arm, like this. The cream anesthetizes your skin so that it goes to sleep, like. It's good because you'll get a tiny needle prick in the hand or arm later on, and because the skin is anesthetized, you won't feel the needle very much.
And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to draw on you. Crazy, eh? I'm making this arrow on your arm so that we'll know where to operate later on. And now I want you to remember something important. You mustn't eat or drink anything at all. Your mum must also help you remember this. Your stomach has to be completely empty during the operation.
Okay, I'm not very hungry anyway.
Well, I'm leaving you for a while, but I'll see you later. Bye for now.
I'll put plaster of Paris on your arm now. It will be like a support for the arm while you're waiting for the operation. At first, the plaster of Paris is quite wet and warm, but then it dries and becomes hard and cold. Now, watch this. That's it. Neat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now you'll have to be still here for a while and wait for the plaster of Paris to set. Then we'll go up to the ward so that you get a bed of your own there. The operation won't be for a while yet, so you'd better rest a little first. Now Oliver has been given a bed of his own in a room at the hospital, and his mum, too, has a bed beside his. Oliver had to put on a white hospital shirt, and he has also had a light needle prick in his hand. So now a thin, soft little plastic tube is attached to Oliver's hand. The tube goes through the skin and further to a blood vessel. This is to make it possible to give Oliver medicine directly into his blood. Oliver didn't feel very much when he was given the needle prick, because his skin was anesthetized by the magic cream.
You can lie down on your bed for a while and take it easy, because it'll be some time before your operation.
What's your name again?
My name is Tobias, and I'm a nurse.
Tobias, I'll try to remember, but there are so many people at the hospital that it makes my head spin.
Yes, of course. I don't know everybody's name either. Did you know that actually several thousand people work here? I'll give you some medicine now, so that your arm won't ache so much. Have a look at this. I inject the medicine through the lid in this tiny tube on your hand. And then I have a syringe without a needle. Clever, eh? You won't have to have any more needle pricks, because you have the plastic tube. And then you'll get some sugar drink as well. But you're not allowed to eat or drink anything, so we'll see to it that the sugar drink goes straight into your blood instead. Then your body won't have to feel thirsty. There, now you can relax for a while. Press the red button if you need anything, and I'll come immediately. If you're in pain, for example, you must press the button at once, and I'll give you more medicine. I'll come back to see how you are in a little while, okay?
Are you all right now then, dear?
Now Oliver has to wait for quite some time. On the TV set he watches a film, which is about being in hospital and being operated on. It's good, and a little exciting as well. Oliver thinks about what his own operation is going to be like. After a while, Oliver's arm starts aching again. His mum presses the red button, and Tobias gives Oliver more medicine. Then he feels better again.
Now it's time, Oliver. I'll wheel you down to the operation ward. But first you better go to the toilet, so that you won't feel the need to go during the operation.
Oliver is wheeled down in his bed all the way to the operation ward. When they get to the operation ward, Tobias says goodbye, and new people appear. They are the people who will help out during the operation. Oliver's mum is asked to put on a white coat and a cap and shoe covers on her shoes. She looks daft, Oliver thinks.
Hello, Oliver. My name's Gunilla, and I'm a nurse anaesthetist. I'll look after you and see to it that you sleep really well all the time that the doctor is operating. And this is Ismet. He'll be there as well and help out with the operation. And a lot of other people too, just wait and see. Now you'll have to move to this bed instead. It's narrower and a little harder than your nice bed, but we'll help you. There you go. Are you comfortable now?
Oh, yes.
I'll sit with you all the time and see to it that you sleep well and that everything is all right during the whole operation. All these machines beside us will help me to see exactly how you're doing, that your heart's beating nicely, that you're breathing well. So you can be quite calm because I'll be in total control all the time. And this is Carl.
Hello, young man.
He and I work together. Carl is an anaesthetist.
Anaesthetist. Nurse anaesthetist. What is anaesthetist? What does it mean?
Anesthesia is when you're put to sleep. That is, that you can sleep all the time you're operated on. Both Carl and I are specialists in making children sleep well. That's what we do all day. So we're really a sleep doctor and a sleep nurse.
Okay, now I understand.
Now I'll ask you a few questions to start with. Do you know when you were born?
Yes, on the 19th of July.
And what year?
2000.
Good. How much do you weigh then?
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, you should weigh something like 27, 28 kilos, I think. I see, 28 kilos. When was the last time you ate or drank something?
It was this morning, I think. Breakfast.
And what did you have for breakfast?
Cereal and milk. That's what I like best.
Yes, that's what I like too. Have you eaten or drunk anything since breakfast?
No, nothing.
That's good. It's important that your stomach is empty when you're going to be put to sleep and operated on. Have you got a loose tooth in your mouth then?
No, I don't think so. Why do you want to know?
I just want to make sure that a loose tooth won't fall out later when you're asleep. It's not very good if loose teeth move about in your mouth then, but all your teeth are where they should be, so that's okay. Now I'll attach a few things to you that will measure that you're feeling all right so that we can check you all the time.
Gunilla attaches small plasters to Oliver's chest. To the plasters she connects long wires. Then Oliver also gets a small piece of cloth with a red lamp on his finger, and around his arm he gets a wide band with Velcro fasteners. Gunilla tells him about all the things in the operating theatre. There are a lot of people in the room now. They are all wearing green clothes, and many have protective masks in front of their mouths as well, so it is difficult to see who they are. But suddenly Oliver sees that one of them is Kerry. She winks a little at him as well, above her mask. Gunilla blows air on Oliver's face with the tube, and that is a nice feeling. Then Oliver gets to hold the tube himself and takes long, deep breaths in it. Gunilla says it is good to fill your lungs with really fresh air when you are going to be operated on. Now I'll inject some medicine into your plastic tube. But it isn't the sleeping medicine yet. I'll tell you when you get the sleeping medicine. This medicine can make you a bit dizzy, but then you can close your eyes for a while and you'll feel better. Now everything's ready, isn't it?
Yes, everything is ready now. Say good night to your mum, because soon you'll fall asleep.
Good night.
Good night, and sleep tight. I'll be sitting with you later on when you wake up. Silence, everyone, please. We're putting the patient to sleep.
Now you'll get your sleeping medicine, so you'll soon go to sleep. Sleep tight, Oliver. And Oliver falls asleep. When Oliver wakes up, he is in another room again. It is called the recovery ward, because everyone who has been operated on is put there after the operation to be able to wake up in peace and quiet. At first, Oliver doesn't remember anything, but then he remembers the hospital and that he was going to have an operation.
Mum, are they going to operate on me now?
Hello, darling. Are you awake? They've already operated on you. It's over now.
Oliver feels rather tired and dizzy, and his mouth is very dry.
Just lie there and rest, Oliver. Take it easy and relax. I'll be sitting here beside you. Hello there. Are you awake now? How is your arm?
It feels strange, and I'm very thirsty.
Yes, I understand. But I don't think you should drink anything just yet, because you can start feeling a bit sick. Let's wait a little bit longer, shall we? Wave at me at once if your arm starts to ache or if you feel sick, and I'll help you. Maybe you want to know why your arm has been hung up like that. In this way it won't be so swollen and thick. We'll let it hang like that for a couple of hours, and then we'll untie it. Now just lie here and get as much rest as you can. And call out to me if you feel sick. Okay?
Okay.
Oliver has to stay quite some time in the recovery ward. It is nice to rest because Oliver is tired, but after a while it is a bit boring as well. And after a long, long while, Tobias comes into the room. He's going to take Oliver back to his ward again. Now, Oliver is feeling quite well again. He has been given a fruit drink, and he has also been given an ice lolly. The ice lolly is delicious, almost the most delicious thing Oliver has ever tasted.
Hello there. Sitting up, are you? Are you feeling okay now?
Oh, yes, I'm okay.
Happy that it's all over, are you? I came here to tell you that the operation went very well. I've placed the bone ends back in the correct position again, and we have put a plaster cast and bandages on your arm. It'll have to stay for a few weeks, and then we'll remove it. When you get home, try to be up and move your arm and fingers. That's good for your arm. And at night, when you sleep, it may be comfortable to have your arm on a small pillow.
Okay, but do you know, I think I'm starting to have a cold now. My throat is feeling bad.
I see, but I don't think it's a cold, but because of the operation. To make sure that you could breathe well, you had a small breathing tube in your throat while you were asleep. It's been taken out now, but your throat may be a little sore afterwards. If you eat some ice cream, for example, it will soon be all right again. And now you're soon going back home. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
OK, I'll say goodbye then. I'll see you in a week so that I can make sure that your arm looks all right and is healing properly. Goodbye then, Oliver, and take care.
Goodbye, Carrie.
Goodbye, and thank you very much.
Now, I'll soon remove the plastic tube from your hand, and then we'll lower the arm. And then you can get dressed and go home. You've been really brave, Oliver. Show your plaster cast to your mates at home, and we'll see if they're surprised.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be.
Aren't you going to jump, Oliver?
No, he isn't, because he's actually broken his arm and had an operation. And he has a plaster cast. Oliver and I are going to the rabbits instead, because we're tired of jumping.